Hello golfers, this is Bob Lasken with 2minutegolf.com, here talking about Tiger Woods and the 4 things that I think he needs to do to get his form back. And I think the number one thing is implementing the stinger. So this is a shot in 2008, when he was with Haney, and you can see this is the 7th hole at Augusta, and ball's a little bit forward, club staying in front of him. And then the shoulders are turning, and they're turning through flatter, and the body is ahead of the arms and the club head, and then that's just perfect. There's no timing on that. I mean, that's such a go-to shot. I would have loved to have seen that at the British Open, but I think go back to the stinger. That's 1. 2, I'd really like to see him get rid of grooves on his putter. For decades he's been the best putter ever, and yes, this ball rolls great, but I just don't think on long putts, when you add an element that you haven't had for that long, it doesn't have to, you don't have to go back to your Scotty, but just not to have those grooves on there. I think it just adds another element in there. Then I just think the grooves need to go. And then the third thing is the tempo. Just going back to that 1.1 tempo where it's just slower transition at the top. And right now he's about 30% faster in the transition downswing. And that's it right there. That's the 1.1 tempo. That's key 3. Then the 4th thing is, I remember James O telling me when he was working with Butch at Rio Seco, he said that Butch would have Tiger go over the putting green and hit pitching wedges off of it and not make any divots, and Tiger would go over there and not make any blemish on the green whatsoever, just picking the pitching wedge off the putting green. Don't do that at your local course. I'm certainly not insinuating that, but point is it helped him control his distance with his wedges, really picking it clean and staying more level through the ball. When he chunked it in the Swilken Burn on the first hole, just was an absolute flashback to that story James O told me. So I think, taking shallower divots or no divots with the wedges to get his distance control back, I think that's really important. So 1, go back to the stinger. 2, go back to a putter without any grooves. 3, go back to a nice smooth transition tempo that Butch had him doing, and really worked on it hard with him. And then 4 is just less divots or real shallow divots with the wedges. Get the distance control back. So those are the 4 things that I think Tiger Woods needs to implement in his game, which he's done before and done successfully. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Thanks.